Bye.
All right, Haz. Oh, there's the real noise. The real noise. That's the hang up. Back in my day when we had corded phones, landlines, you could hear a hang up. Someone hung with the phone hard, bam, and then you'd hear a busy signal. That's the Discord. You know that Discord noise. That's the modern version of they're gone for sure.
Yeah. You listen for it.
It's loud, so sometimes you don't want people to. Sometimes when you leave, you're like, oh shit, it's gonna be loud. Yeah. So Domino's, I was gonna ask you. This is a big. People were asking here. People that heard your pizza story want to know. You said Philadelphia cheese. Now was it the yellow cheese or like the cream cheese?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese, like the white cream cheese.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
That's gotta be regional thing for Bulgaria. That, but I don't know. They make cream. They're the most known for cream cheese, whatever the brand. It's it's a brand name, Philadelphia cream cheese.
Here as well.
But not the white, huh? I don't think I've seen the white cream cheese, dude.
That's what she said.
Do you like?
Here they go with this. They have cream cheeses. Most of them white. Well, they're all white basically, but some of them are like with herbs or whatnot. They have the regular, clean one, and they have, by the way, one really cool. I don't know. I don't think you have this brand in the US. It's called Milka. It's chocolates that are like really famous.
Yeah.
They're everywhere, like Snickers, and Bounty and Twix.
Yeah,
they're everywhere.
Okay.
Here. Like every store that sells chocolates sells these chocolates. Sure.
Oh, cool. So that'd be like your Snickers, man?
Well, it's just plain chocolate, I mean, it can be, with some stuff inside, but it's a block of chocolate.
Okay.
Just a regular block of chocolate.
Okay. So what we used to do when we had Snickers as kids, we would put them in the freezer, and then when you pull them out, you break them on the counter with something, and then they're in a bunch of frozen Snicker bits. So I don't know.
It's pretty cool, I guess.
They sell mini Snickers. They're like one bite.
Yeah, they're the fun pack.
Yeah, like the small bottles of alcohol.
Yeah.
The really small ones that are just decorative. Yeah. Imagine the same but with Snickers.
Yeah.
So anyway, about the Philadelphia, I told you, we have these blocks of chocolate that are really famous in all of Europe, or most of Europe. So Philadelphia has their white cream cheese mixed with some of this chocolate, and it's like chocolate mousse.
Okay, yeah, I know cream cheese is used in a lot of desserts and stuff. You wouldn't think so, but I just never heard of it in the pizza. That was my first thinking of that, and you both said it, and I'm like, I was thinking yellow because they experiment. I was thinking the yellow stuff, but the white cheese, man, I'm gonna have to look that up when I'm done today.
It's inside the crust, the crust.
I know and you liked it, huh?
Yeah. I often maybe every other time I order it with cream cheese. Not every time. It's really cheesy. It gets really cheesy,
So, so with last podcast, you were telling us, that story about that really good deal of Domino's you had a few weeks ago and it ended up being $5. Well, when I was looking up an audio drop for that, I found Donald Trump did a commercial for Domino's, and he basically he's trying to make a deal with the pizza delivery guy, and he gets all this shit for $5, and it was the same exact deal story. God. But
wow,
a total and self-serving lie.
Yeah, so it's just funny because Donald Trump, this is probably 88, in the late 80s, early 90s. He says the same deal as you did, so I put that in there. So as you're telling the story, Donald Trump tells the same story. I wish I knew the minute mark.
Man, this 555 deal's really popular. Mr. Trump, here you go, 3 medium pizzas, $5 each.
Tell you what, I'll counter that offer with an even better one. Here's the deal. You give me those 3 pizzas, only I'll give you just $5 a piece.
Sure. Okay.
Still got it, Donald. Still got it.
Call now and get 3 or more medium one-topping pizzas for just $5 each. Get the door. It's the Domino's 555.
I'll send it to you sometime if I remember, because I'm like, holy shit, dude, he's making Trump deals, man.
Wow.
So,
Well, I know he was in a Pizza Hut commercial in the 90s.
okay. Oh, yeah.
Do you really think this is the right thing for us to be doing, Ivana?
What will people think?
Let them talk.
Donald.
Ivana. It's wrong, isn't it?
But it feels so right.
Then it's a deal?
Yes, we eat our pizza the wrong way.
Crust first.
Introducing stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut. With a ring of cheese baked into a totally new, thinner crust, you'll want to eat it the wrong way. Crust first.
May I have the last slice?
Actually, you're only entitled to half.
Large, just $9.99.
Yeah, the commercial was something like, eat the crust first, they'll think we're crazy or whatnot.
Okay.
But let's eat the crust first, and it was like crust filled with some cheese.
Oh, that's funny. You're exposed to those commercials. Yeah, you're eating it. It's all crazy because they're eating it backwards.
They weren't here, he just got famous and I saw it somewhere on the internet.
Yeah, I just meant the pizza itself. We eating it backwards. That's funny that you... Because I remember when that was a big deal when they first started stuffing the crust with different crap. A lot of traditional pizza guys that are like from Italy or Italian, they like having flavored crust. They think that's if your pizza needs flavored crust, it's like whatever, buddy.
It's me, Mario.
So. Yeah, I don't know. I just like it. Like on the Domino's pizza, it's not really a great pizza, but it's
it's
really good for parties and such. Like it's good quality.
Yeah,
it's not really like a pizza should be, like the Italian pizza. It should be really thin.
Sometimes the fancier version of whatever is sometimes you want the middle of the road pizza or food or whatever it is, Sometimes like you can have a way better like Chicago style deep dish pizza, but sometimes you just want the cheapo, $7 pizza.
Will you shut up?
That's
we don't have a pizza that costs more than $7, basically.
You don't have a pizza?
No, not really. Even if you go to a nicer restaurant, it would be like maybe like $12, but that should be like some really good Italian place.
Tamara said when I mentioned hamburgers or something, she's like, "Oh, you can get for like 3 hamburgers for $5 or."
From in Serbia?
Well, I don't know wherever. I said $5 for something, and she said,
in Serbia you can. Here you can as well.
And because when I was a kid, when I was 19, Canada, in the Canada, you would exchange your money and you'd give them $1 American, and they would give you $1.50 back Canadian. So you'd go there with $40, and then you give Canadian. So you end up with I don't know what it was, but almost $100. So you're living like a king for that night.
Street food is cheap and restaurants aren't really expensive. Yeah. Usually for me, when I let's say go out with some coworkers or something, something like a pub usually.
Yeah.
Our pubs are more like restaurants, not so much like bars. Okay. So when we go out, I usually drink a beer or 2, sometimes 3.
Yeah.
I eat some salad and some main dish, and it's, I think, no more than $20 to $3, something like this. Tops, maybe even 20.
If I was just, hey Haz, I'm in fucking your city, man. You got a good bar we can go to? I'm just in party mode. It's Friday night where I'm gonna be at the bar from 10 o'clock at night to 1 o'clock. I'm just gonna drink beers and do a few shots. So is $50 enough?
I'm from Canada and I'm wasted.
$50 enough to get just wasted? Could I buy 10 beers and 2 shots for $50 at the bar?
Huh? Really?
Well, at bars, the prices vary, but let's say
it varies for us. It'd be about $3 a beer.
On like an expensive place or a disco, or
club. Yeah.
So if you go there, expensive bars or clubs, usually the small whiskey is 5 leva, which is roughly $3.
Okay, so yeah, it's. I mean, ours is probably 5 for that drink, but the beers are basically at a club are probably $3. If you're going to a local bar, like a local hole in the wall, usually. A place that's kind of dark and where people used to just go and smoke cigarettes. You can get deals on draft beer that's not from a bottle and stuff like that. But so we'd have to go to the non-trendy places.
On a regular place, the same beer would cost you $1.50.
Yeah.
Like not even like bad place, just regular place.
What
there are cheaper places. Is that are like no one goes there.
Now, I just learned you live in the city. The city, right?
Yeah, I live in the capital.
Damn. What's the capital of Bulgaria?
Sofia. You mean the name, right?
Yeah. I was just Sofia.
Yeah, you call it Sofia. It's Sofia. Yeah.
Soviet Union without the union and the T.
Where's the beef?
Soviet.
Sophia.
Oh, okay, Sophia. I got. Oh, look, the Golden Girls lady.
Maybe. Yeah, I know it's a name you have in there as well.
No, Sophia's probably most people with that name now. It might. It's not popular. It's probably if you're over 60, if you have that name usually, because it used to be an old person name, but it might be becoming popular.
It's a rare name. I think I've known one or two girls with this name.
They're both strippers.
No, pretty normal name. Girls.
What do you have? What do like 19 to young 20-year-old kids do on the weekends at your place, like in the capital? Where's like the trendy hangouts?
Oh man, I'm 30 something now. I don't go out.
Well, I know you don't go out anymore.
Yeah, let's suppose. Yeah, when I go out, usually. Not always, but usually somewhere in the center. Like bars are always full with people all age. Like from 20 to or 18 even to like 35, 40.
Nice.
Yeah, people go a lot to bars. We have many clubs, so they're usually full, especially Friday.
Do you have curfews? Like the bars close at a certain time? 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, or is it different? Is there a mandatory time?
Usually until 3, 4, 5.
Ooh, okay.
The bars, I think, usually like 12 to 1.
Oh, okay.
11, between 11 and 1, depending on the place. Some of them are a bit more like restaurants.
Yeah.
They're not like pure bars. Just go and drink. I think on most of ours, or maybe all of them, you can order some food.
Now you live in the city and you have a car. Is it is it difficult to park your car places, or do you have to get a spot and leave your car there for a while?
Depending where. In my previous neighborhood, there was space to park, but there were just like small buildings. It was like a bit of our type of suburbs. But in the city, and not with houses, but with small buildings that are like 4 floors.
Okay.
So it was really calm, and there was place to park your car. Now I moved for like 2 months now, I think.
Yeah.
And here it's like a kilometer away, like more like a mile away, from the previous place.
Yeah.
But there's no place to park.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Yeah, that's how Chicago is sometimes.
It's hard to find, and
I just
one night I drove for 25 minutes. You're just around the neighborhood, different streets, to find where to leave my car for the night. There was literally no space at all.
Did you ever have Tamara hold a spot for you? Hold a spot.
No.
Hold your butt.
No, not yet. I barely we saw each other for 2 months since I had the car.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's that new. Okay, nice, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I got my car actually last year. It's gonna be 1 year in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Do you have to pay for car insurance on that?
Yeah, you have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
You have to pay car insurance.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mandatory one by the government, and the coverage they give is just jokeful. Like if you have let's say $500 to fix something, they can give you like 100.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a mandatory one. That's a mandatory one for everyone. You can make a second one, where they give you a lot more money.
So where did you get your car? Like from a dealership?
Yeah, I got it from a dealership outside the city.
Okay, look at you, man. Look at that. That's fancy. That's a fancy purchase from any country, man. The car, dude. That's always
here it's like totally normal. Like everyone should have a car. Like it's a bit too much. Like they're traffic jams everywhere now. I remember when I was a kid, we were playing football on the streets, soccer.
Oh yeah. Then you get a car, and everyone's gonna move out.
It was like really calm. There was always a place to park your car. Yeah.
You're missing all the fun. These people are great. Some of them been partying all night long. They sing songs till they get too cold, and then they go sit by the fire and they get warm, and then they come back and they sing some more.
Yeah, they're hicks, Rita.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's just crazy. I remember like on 1 year, actually, about maybe 12 years ago, 13, I celebrated New Year in a bar, that was under a boulevard, in a like subway pass.
Yeah.
So there was a bar there, and we celebrated New Year, and on 12 o'clock, 0 o'clock, whatever. Yeah. We got out on one of the biggest boulevards in the capital. Definitely in top 3. How big it is. And we celebrated on top of the boulevard. There was no cars. Nowadays, it's full, like always, constant.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing for the city, but it's not. I mean, it's good for the city and stuff but it's you're like, damn, I remember back. So, are you old guy now? Do you tell people that story? I remember when they're like, whatever, old guy.
I actually told this story already, like once or twice in my life. This is probably the 3rd time. So maybe, yeah. Well, the city changes.
Maybe maybe you're so drunk you don't remember seeing any cars.
I'll be fine. Yeah, maybe.
What's all right. We'll say. I was gonna say you're done, Haz. I'll let you get back to Tamara. I know it's getting late. Have you ever blackout drunk? Have you ever got blackout where you don't remember stuff?
Yep.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Many times when I was younger.
Okay. So you're not as conservative, because you always were saying you don't drink now, and you're still relatively young to be so responsible. I was just like, did he ever? Because Tamara really not a big drinker. Not that you were a huge alcoholic, but So yeah, you've partied many times.
I had my fair share actually in my early.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. It happened on like few occasions, maybe 3, 4. Especially when I was really young, my first time getting really drunk was 16.
Oh, okay.
And, I was like this. I remember after I got drunk, I remember only, I think, 4 things or 5 things, 5 moments, actually. One of them was actually my friends dragging me home and meeting my mother on the road there.
Oh, so yeah, you don't want to. I'm sure they're this nervous and going to get in trouble too. And they're like, but they got to leave you there. So
I'm struggling.
No. It's a funny story. I can tell all of it if you want now, or if you want for the next one.
Yeah, tell us that story,
we'll wait then. We'll wait for a few weeks, I guess. I got 30 minutes.
Now, if you want, maybe you can build a whole episode or something.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right.
I gotta pay. Okay, so I was 16.
And
we were close to, we were celebrating the birthday of a kid from my class. Last grade. Yeah, and he was playing the guitar, and he had a band, just some other guys from school.
Never met him. He looks like he could use a swift punch in the face, though.
So what happened is they got a small cinema, a local cinema inside the neighborhood, like about a mile from the school, and I was living really close to the school as well. So yeah, we got there. They were playing. His band was playing. There were like many people there, maybe 70, 80 people.
Yeah.
And there was this gin.
What kind of gin? All right.
Yeah, there was this gin.
Oh no.
Yeah, the full story is a few weeks before that.
Dear God, here we go.
My parents let me try from their glass. Just try. A sip of gin with tonic water.
Okay. Oof. Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. I like tonic.
All right. Yeah.
Then I went to this birthday, and I was like, of course I'm gonna drink the gin. No one will like the gin anyway.
No, hell no. Especially that young.
So
that young.
I started drinking it, and it was a bottle of 700 milliliters.
I've got a flask in my car if you guys want to join me for an after-hours drink.
So it's like a bigger bottle, probably like 20 shots in it. Roughly.
What you talking about, Willis?
I don't know.
How much? Shot 25 milliliters. Or 20?
Yeah. I don't know. We call them just like a bottle that big. Usually we go from pints, and then we call the next size up a fifth, and
maybe you get like 20, 30.
You know, like you see on like behind the bar at fancier bars, you'll see like a Grey Goose bottle. You know, all the bottles. That's usually here we call it a fifth.
It's a regular bottle. You know, the regular size.
Yeah. So you had a fifth of gin.
Yeah, I had this gin, and I poured in someone's glass. You know, just like 50 milliliters, something like this. Yeah. And the rest I just cooked for the night.
Oh my!
And I might have finished the whole bottle.
Were you mixing it with anything?
No, just clean. It was strong enough.
Did you chase it with anything? Like, did you drink a shot and then grab a bottle of Coca-Cola and pound it? No, dude, you just
drinking, and I drank the whole bottle in the span of like hour, maybe.
Oh, gnarly!
Yeah, so that'll kick in, huh?
Yeah, I finished the bottle, I drop it, and then memories like start happening. Just some moments, of time like this.
Yeah,
they appear. You know how when you die, they say, "Do you see your whole life?"
Yeah,
that's how it's.
The stereotype kind of starts getting blurry and wavy, like yeah.
Yeah, no, I just saw these only moments, literally moments of the night.
Oh no!
And like the first moment and the most embarrassing actually one was, I remember. I'm sitting on a seat, in the cinema, and I'm thinking that my classmate, another classmate's backpack is between my legs, on the floor.
Yeah.
And then it continues, it really is in a split. It continues as me, my head was back, dropped back. And the only thing I remember, I started leaning forward, and I'm thinking that I'm going to vomit on his backpack.
Now, when was the last time you ever saw my boy throw up?
The next day, actually, I asked him if anything of that happened, and yes, it did.
The last thing you remember is puking in your buddy's back.
Oh, gnarly!
Yeah. That's the first part. Then the next memory is my head is under a tap of water. A water tap, you're just like making my head wet. Next memory is I'm in the lobby of the cinema, just, passed out on some couch, and I see some paramedics, but they're not coming to me. They went away. Someone else.
Yeah.
And it was some guy that like smoked some pot, and then he got.
You're lucky. They got a more important call.
Drunk as well. Yeah. So they left me. The next memory is how my friends are carrying me, and one of them is trying to make me run. I just remember him getting further and further and further.
Have you ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Yeah, kind of the same. Okay, so we continue to the next moment of memory I have from Dan. That's really funny. I really vividly remember those. Actually, all of them.
Oh, man.
Until now, it's been like 15, 16 years.
It's coming out, dude. It's like amnesia in the movies. You had amnesia, now something's sparking it.
Yeah, I've never forgot this, actually. So next moment is the one I told you before. We meet my mother while they're carrying me, like Jesus on the cross. And that's all I remember, and I wasn't even sure we met her. I was like, maybe I imagined it.
Yeah.
And then they confirmed on the next day that yes, we met her, and yes, she asked, "Is he that drunk that you have to carry him?" And they said, totally cool, No, we're just sending him home.
Like trying to play it off, like.
Yeah, he's like totally fine. No worries. We're just walking him home on the way.
So So did you plop down when they finally just you just ragdoll to the ground?
I don't think so because
Or they
think even
did they tuck you in?
Either they brought me to the third floor where I was living, or I managed to get up there by myself.
I felt like I was hovering above my own body watching myself sing.
I remember the door was locked. I rang.
Oh no!
My father opened.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if he said something or anything, but I was like feeling so cool, and I was like, "I'm not drunk. I'm gonna show you I'm not drunk."
Yeah.
And I didn't respond to whatever he said or hear him at all. But the way I thought I'm gonna show him that I'm so not drunk, that I'm so okay, I decided that I'm gonna untie my shoelaces all by myself.
You figured all of that out, like with your brain.
And I was feeling so proud at this moment.
How old were you? 16?
Yeah.
So, were you able to tie? Did tying your shoes impress your dad? Did you pass the sober test by tying your shoes?
I think he was really impressed because he let me go to sleep.
Don't fail me again, Admiral.
Oh.
I just woke up on the next morning.
Wow, that is a long story, but quite well told.
Were you were you feeling worse from drinking so much, or were you feeling worse from being nervous that your parents were going to discipline you? I mean, or did they? Did you get any trouble for it, or did you get like
parents at all? No, I wasn't nervous. I mean, maybe a little bit then, but
they didn't.
It wasn't a big thing for sure. Like they expected me that I'll drink, and I'll get some amount of drink.
Is 16
just not that drink?
16 is considered late in Bulgaria. Usually it's 12. No, just joking.
Here the drinking age is 18.
Yeah,
and it's actually pretty normal for 16-year-olds to get drunk. You know.
It used to be more relaxed here too, where, like I said last time, as long as you were, if the cops knew you were underage, you just, you put out your beer and don't come back. Now, now they can't allow that, but it sounds kind of like that's what's yours. Yours is, Bulgaria is like United States in the 90s as far as, if you're causing, what did they call? So like, if they caught you a bunch of underage drinkers, what would they do if they came like to a park? A lot of times we just find like a random park and like 8 of us would sit around drinking, just a little bit of beer for a few hours, and then like police would sometimes catch you. What would they do?
I think in a lot of cases they might not even ask them, for their ideas, but they could, and they could just like take their beers. Sorry.
What if you got caught drunk driving?
Yeah, drunk driving is, a really serious offense.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
If you haven't done anything, they'll take you out of your car. You'll pay a lot if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then they'll, send you with a taxi home.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Or they're going to throw you in jail, depending on...
Okay.
Circumstances.
So all right. Bulgaria is not as you guys are I'd be probably when I visit in a few years someday. Sounds like you guys are that sounds pretty funny.
Ray, look. Ray, unconscious chanting. You're chanting. You're chanting. Ray, you're chanting. Ray. Ray, look. Ray, unconscious chanting. You're chanting.
The guys sound the same. Except for the country, but everyone's country as far as like because you live in the city. That's so. What floor do you live on?
Right now on the first floor.
Ah, okay.
I have a parterre floor underneath me, so it's in a way the second floor. It's not floor level.
Yeah, oh yeah, I got you. Yeah. All right, Haz. Well, thank you for the story, dude. That was a good one, man. So gin.
Really in the spirit of spirit of the.
I was just trying to get 15 minutes of filler. That was good stuff. So did you drink gin anymore, Haz? It's a lot of people drink tequila and they hate the smell of whatever they got first drunk off of. Do you hate gin, or do you still like gin?
Actually, all my friends drank, and it was totally fine until 3 years ago when I drank just a bit, maybe 2 big ones, and the whole next day I was vomiting for some reason. Maybe I was sick or something.
Yeah.
Probably it was not related, but since then I haven't drank.
Oh, okay. You're getting too old to drink that much. No, you're just having
I
drinking.
can finish a bottle by myself.
Okay.
I'll be pretty drunk. Not that drunk as I told you the story.
Yeah, it's. I mean, quick question: are like how like Russians and probably people from Ireland are like stereotypical, have high tolerances? Do Bulgarians, are they known to be good drinkers?
Yeah, and actually, from my experience, we're better than Russians.
Okay.
Next time, I can tell you this story.
Okay.
Oh, it's true! It's damn true!
The story when I drank with some Russian dudes, random dudes on the street.
Oh yeah! All right, great cliffhanger. You're getting good at this, Haz. Perfect, dude. All right, man. I don't even have to edit most of this. I just cut off the Tamara beginning, add a few sound drops, and we got a party, Haz. That was good. All right, man. Well, I just stopped recording. Oh, can you say bye in Bulgarian?
Ciao.
Ciao? Is it ciao too?
Yep.
Can you give us you gotta give me one that sounds more exotic than that? Good evening.
To your American ear.
Yeah, you know that. That's ciao.
I can say duvizdane.
Division-e?
Duvizdane.
Okay, I'll practice that one.
Duvizdane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, same to
Means
you.
goodbye.
Yeah.
See you again.
Yeah.
Until next time, literally translated. Until next time.
Yes. Do you ever say that in common? I mean, do you ever really say that at all? Is that too fancy of a way?
It's more official. Like you're gonna talk like this with someone that you feel comfortable, but they're not close to you. It's like familiar.
Your work buddy? Familiar. Like a guy at work? Like a guy you work with or something?
Yeah, but someone that you have more respect with. Like if otherwise we feel pretty, friendly. So we'll say just ciao.
All right, that's it. It's a little. The more you know, little unknown Bulgarian fact now. All right, I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
as much as I love chatting with you, I have to go see Tammy.
I know. I told you could leave 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know.
Bye, Haz. All right, Haz. I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Time for tubby bye-bye. Time for tubby bye-bye.
Bye-bye, son of a bitch.
Bye.
Get the fuck out of here, Tommy.
You motherfucker! I almost had him! You stuttering prick yet? Frankie, was he shaking? I wonder about you sometimes, Henry. You may fold under questioning.
Get out of here.
Uradi pravu stvar I budi pozitivan.